It's not wrong to say that a woman's health problems are shared by her partner. It's foolish to think health problems only affect one party in a relationship. Opinion: when the University of Sydney Medical School began surveying the sexual impact on male partners of females who experience painful intercourse owing to endometriosis, women began reacting furiously to the study. The core problem? Endometriosis is a disease that affects 10% of young women. There is no cure, it receives very little government funding and almost nobody researches it, and somehow Sydney Medical School has the audacity to sanction a study all about men. I understand the outrage. Guardian columnist Imogen Dunlevy wrote, considering the tiny amount of attention and funding endometriosis gets, it's enraging to see someone conducting a study into how this disease impacts men, and I can see her logic. However, those on social media have taken a less eloquent approach than Dunlevy, as the Daily Mail reported. These women believe it's completely irrelevant how a female-specific disease affects her partner. This stance is completely misguided. It removes the importance of the support that the partner of someone with a health condition gives. Because if you suffer from a physical or mental health condition, your partner suffers too. They're with you to bring you up, they pull you out of social situations when you're down, they make sure you're getting the medical care you need, and they slog through the sometimes intense mental anguish that comes with wanting to help you through really bad days, but not being able to. Let's use something such as generalized anxiety disorder as an example. Anxiety in no way just affects the person with it. Their partner must understand their triggers, the stages they must go through during a bad run, and the helplessness that they cannot just snap their loved one out of it. The same goes through supporting a partner with cancer. While on a different level, you're suffering with them. You get frustrated when their health takes backward step. You end up questioning fairness in the world too. You get angry, and sad, and frightened, and just as you're there to support them, they are also there to support you supporting them. I'm speaking from personal experiences with the above two examples, which is why I can grasp the need to understand how something such as endometriosis affects the male partners too. This isn't taking anything away from the females who struggle with such frequent and debilitating pain, but rather, gaining a perspective on how it changes the daily lives of everybody involved. It takes two people to have sex, and if one party has a disease that impinges on that couple's ability to have a regular sex life, it's legitimate to ask the other party what goes on in their head. Were the situation reversed, and researchers were asking how a painful urological disorder in males affects their partners, I'm not sure the Twitter sphere would take umbrage with it. If somebody were to study benign prostatic hyperplasia or chronic ectodermal inflammation in men and the sexual impact of it on their, female or male, partners, we might see that as a genuine contribution to psychosocial medical research. This week it has been stated by pundits that there is no case for a study about how a painful and incurable disease that affects many women also impacts on men. From a medical industry perspective, however, one of the most asked questions newly diagnosed people with any ailment or disease starts with, how will this affect my ability to? Nobody with any disease or disorder goes through it alone. They rely on their most trusted to support them without judgment, be understanding and compassionate, and put their needs last. There is no need to invalidate the way doing this impacts the supporter, one's partner. For as anybody who relies on the aid and assistance, both mental and physical, of their partner knows, there are no you problems. There are only us problems.